guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Abigail, and you're looking at my pet Shiro. So there's a little sneak peek of what we're doing today. I've decided to start a new series where I draw my pets as people, and right now I have 4 pets. My husband and I are fostering a kitten for his cousin. And if you can hear noises, whenever I choose to voice over is when all of my pets, which are all mostly cats besides Shiro, go absolutely bonkers. Tearing around. Oh, anyway, they're so adorable. I can't be too mad at them. So I'm doing this quick little spreadsheet, and I'm sorry that I don't know quite how to get a Procreate video to look good slowed down, because when I loaded it into my editing program, it was like 1 minute long, and I chose the full version of it, and it was just, oh man, I tried to slow it down and it kind of got a little choppy, so I'm so sorry for the terrible video quality today. But on the other hand, this is Shiro. Okay, so Shiro is my betta fish. He is a butterfly betta, and he is gorgeous. I actually didn't mean to get him. I was buying my nephews a betta fish for Christmas this year. They're pretty young, but their mom wanted them to have a little more responsibility, or at least my oldest nephew. So I thought a fish is a great way to start. Got a nice tank, one that has a lot of like self-filtering, whatever, so she only has to deal with it minimally, and it's really easy to feed and care for a fish. And when I was at the store, I think it's PetSmart, there was this really beautiful butterfly betta, and he looked black and white, and I'd never seen that before. Get him home and get him in the light, and I could see that he was a really dark bluish black with white tipped fins. He's gorgeous. I've never seen one that pretty. Anyway, so I had to get a fish. I had to bring him home. Luckily, I already have a tank, and from previous fish, like years and years ago, the tank wasn't big enough, but he had to live in it for a bit. And then when I was gonna go buy a bigger one, my friend gifted me a 5-gallon tank for my single betta, and I was so happy because I didn't have to go spend like $50 to buy one myself. Anyways, let me talk a little bit about Shiro's personality. So obviously he's a little prissy, because he's got this gigantic tank all to himself with his own little heater and his little pretty lights, and oh wow, yeah. Anyway, so he has lots of plants in there too that he loves lots. So I kind of pictured him as this little like plant boy, and yeah, I thought he was really cute. And so I drew him holding a big like monstera. I have a big monstera and I really love it, so that's why. And I kind of pictured him in a little bit like the sweater vest kind of thing. Like he's a little prissy, but he also like really cares for plants. And I gave him mostly humanoid features. And when I go to color him, I use the colors mostly of him. I do throw a tad bit of red in there because on his underside, he's got like a bit of red, and it's really gorgeous. I really like it. And so I gave him like red shoes and like a red bag. But I did these little like fish ear things on him because, I don't know, whenever I draw mermaids and stuff, I always like give him those weird, like, they're not ears necessarily, they're like fins on the side of your head, but I gave him that because it's mostly human here. We're going for mostly human. But I loved the way this turned out, and like I said, I feel terrible that the video quality is so shitty, that, you know, doing this is that it looks so terrible. So I hope you can see where I'm going. At this moment, I'm lining the sketches, and I'm lining I just lined at least, oh no, I'm still sketching. Whoops. I'm like doing a little bit of a more refined sketch back through some of the places where there's a lot of detail. And then I line it, and I give her quick flat colors, because how I color is I use clipping mask most of the time. yeah, I love it. It makes it go really fast. And this is not, it's fairly finished, as in it has shadows and highlights and line art and all that jazz, but this is not to the quality I would do like a completed illustration. I still love it though, looks adorable, and I'm super excited to do the rest of my pets. So yeah, I'm gonna talk for a bit in this one just because I feel like the video is so terrible and I need to make up for it. But I recently got a new microphone, so hopefully you can tell and it sounds a little better. I'm hoping that it picked up the microphone. Anyway, I should probably check that maybe. We're good. Had to double check. Anxiety goes through the roof when I thought about all the talking I just did and that, you know, it wasn't going to the microphone. I was gonna be so angry, but it was. Thank God. So, as you can see, I'm going through, I think, the lining process now, maybe. Yeah, so I was lining. I cut out some of the last little bit of it, which probably doesn't do you much good. Anyway, so I used the fill bucket tool and I fill in all those crevices so we can color. This is like a really satisfying part for me because it's just like it's like getting rid of the sketch and filling it with just even a flat layer of color just is like, this is complete. Like, it just feels good to do that, you know? I don't know. Let me know what you use for digital art, if you do digital art, in the comments. I use the app Procreate on my iPad Pro. So I've only ever used one other paint program, like an online digital like program before. I can't exactly remember what it was called, but I think it was free. Maybe I paid a few bucks for it. I don't know. I had it on my computer and I used a little Wacom like Intuos, like the like $75 tablet, and I hated it because I couldn't do the whole draw on the tablet, look at the screen thing. So I had kind of given up on digital art for quite a long time. I didn't like it. And then I got my iPad and things changed. Digital art still isn't my favorite. I do love the way it looks though. It's so different from traditional, and you can add cool effects, and my favorite thing is like the whole like where you make everything glow, and it's like super unnecessary, but it's my favorite thing. I love that I could do that, and I love how easy it is to like go back for things, and it's like my favorite place to make like completed stickers. Speaking of which, if you have watched this far into the video and you have seen any of my other videos on my badass zodiac women, that series is complete, and I have all the stickers drawn and almost all of them listed. The rest of the listings will be up this week, and they are a version of the Zodiac girls that I drew. They're digitally drawn in different positions, can get a little more detail in there, fix mistakes, kind of make colors match a little better since it's, digital and I'm not limited in my color palette. So if that interests you, you can check out my Etsy. Link is in the description. So I do just a basic coloring here. I don't go in with like a painterly effect. I just do a multiply layer over the entire thing to put my shadows in. So this video is almost done. I pulled colors from the fish. As you can see, I colored a little bitty Shiro there at the bottom, and then I pulled colors directly from him to color him in, and I gave him like almost, not very, human color skin. I just feel like he is, like it's my pets as human, and he looks a little boring. I mean, he is kind of boring. Like, he's a fish. He's a little boring. He's just pretty to look at. So I wanted him to, kind of pay homage to the fact that he isn't a human in real life, and he is, in fact, a fish. So, anyway, I loved it, and I actually had a really great time making this piece. No matter how shitty the video turns out, I had a great time making it. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and if you did, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would love if you'd come chill watching my videos, listen to me talk. I talk a lot. I have a lot of things to talk about. If you liked it, leave a comment. I want to hear what you liked about it. If you have any other video ideas that you would love to see me do, let me know. I could always use ideas. And my next video will be another My Pets as People video. So I hope you have a fantastic day. And thanks for coming. Stay safe. Bye.